Why don't you try a carnivore diet? Why aren't you on a carnivore diet? Have you ever thought about a carnivore diet? Holy moly, I hear this question like so many times a week from you passionate carnivore people. I get it. You love your carnivore diet and I'm glad for you. But there are like a million reasons why I do not and will not ever go on a carnivore diet. Again, I just want to say I am happy for you that you love it, but I do not feel that it is right for me. Here's why. Listen, for many years, I ate very low carb and I had an awesome experience with that. I lost a whole bunch of weight. I learned more about managing my diabetes than ever before. My blood sugars were easier to manage. But I'll tell you what, today, I don't eat any extreme diet. My blood sugars are better. I'm the thinnest I've ever been. I feel the best I've ever felt. And I eat a balanced diet. I eat carbs every day. I eat dessert every day. Yeah, I'm not kidding. The other night I ate gluten-free Oreos and I didn't even count. I mean, I kept track for my insulin dose, but I didn't restrict myself to a certain number of cookies. My point is, I've been there a little bit. I've been close to the carnivore diet. I get why you're so passionate about it because you get this instant gratification of smoother blood sugars, lower insulin needs. You lose weight really quickly, especially in the beginning, and it's easier to keep the weight off. I get it. Reason number one, I will never eat a carnivore diet. You want me to follow a diet that says no to all plants? That definitely contradicts everything we know about nutrition. I don't even feel like I should have to explain that further, but I will. We need plants. We need all the green things. We need the bright yellow things and the orange things and the red things. We need plants. Like there's critical vitamins and minerals and fiber and goodness in all of those things. Why would I go on a diet that says boo to all of those things? They're like the best things on the planet for you. And yes, some of those things can really raise your blood sugar, but that doesn't mean they're evil. It just means you need insulin with it. Mother Nature did not mean for me to have type 1 diabetes. Mother Nature designed my body to produce insulin to go along with those bright yellow and bright red and purple and beautiful foods that raise my blood sugar. Just because sometimes I do screw up my insulin dose for those foods doesn't mean they're bad for me either. It just means I gotta take notes and try a different dose next time I eat an apple. And guess what? I eat an apple almost every day and I'm really good at dosing insulin for that apple because I took notes and I figured out how much insulin I need for the apple. So reason number two, you can manage diabetes well while eating a balanced diet that includes the things that can raise your blood sugar. My A1C is in the 5s. When I was on a super low carb diet, my A1C was in the high 6s. What's the difference? It's not actually what I'm eating. It's simply my knowledge of managing diabetes and managing insulin doses. That's it. So yes, eating a carnivore diet is a super fast way of getting your blood sugars down and making it a lot easier to manage steady blood sugar levels. There is no question that that's true. I've seen it, I believe it, I get it. But is that the only thing that matters in my health? Steady blood sugars are just one part of my health, just one. Are my blood sugars a little more up and down when I'm eating foods that have carbohydrates and I'm guessing and I'm not always on it because not every food is familiar to me and I eat a balanced diet and I make different choices sometimes? Yeah, but I still believe that's better for my overall long-term health than eating just animal products all day long. I mean, this isn't news. We know that our bodies need plants and fiber and vitamins and vegetables. I'll tell you, while eating dessert every day and eating any of the fruits that I want to eat every day, I'm the leanest I've ever been. Why? It's not because my diet is perfect or extreme. It's because it's balanced. I'm exercising every day and I'm consuming the amount of calories that my body needs to maintain that weight. That's it. Balance. Another reason I don't eat a carnivore diet, have you ever looked at all the studies on high meat diets? I know there's a lot of controversy over, the whole system that works to tell you that you need grains and you need dairy and you need this and you need that. But there really isn't much controversy over the fact that eating a lot of fatty meats raises your LDL cholesterol, which raises your risk of heart disease. That's like really quite clear. Now, I'm not on board with the whole statins thing. I think statins might be really bad for you. But I will say there's not much arguing that bacon and steak and fatty meat are not great for your heart health. But the carnivore will tell you, hey, I lost a ton of weight on this diet. I'm healthier because of this diet. I feel better because of this diet. My energy is higher. My head is clearer. I feel happier. I will say to you, dear carnivore, is it because you're eating only meat? Or is it because you removed a whole bunch of things, like lots of processed, sugary, starchy junk? Is it because you're eating only meat? Or is it because, hey, you removed gluten or dairy? And it turns out you might not have known that those things were making you feel lousy on a daily basis. And do you feel better because you're only eating meat? Or is it because you removed heavily processed stuff that has ingredients in the label that you can't even pronounce? And when you start eating salmon and steak and eggs and chicken and pork and bacon all day, you're really eating very few of those heavily processed ingredients anymore. And of course, on a carnivore diet, I bet you cut out soda and juice and all that stuff that's just straight high fructose corn syrup and straight sugar. So no wonder you feel better. You don't need to go all meat to get those benefits. Reason 990,000 why I don't eat a carnivore diet? I don't want to. I want to be in the world. I want to try different foods. I want a variety of types of foods. I want to enjoy going out with my friends. I want to enjoy baking that gluten-free triple layer chocolate cake. And I want to do the work of figuring out how much insulin I need to eat that cake and keep my blood sugar in range. I would much rather eat that cake and make sure I'm exercising every single day to keep my insulin sensitivity high and my weight managed than have to go on some really extreme diet that tells me I can only eat meat and fish all day long. And if you're going with the argument that like, hey, our ancestors, this is mostly what they ate. Yeah, but they didn't live very long. They didn't grow to be very big. They didn't grow to be very smart. I don't think that's a good argument. You will lose weight really quickly on a carnivore diet. I know that's very tempting, but is it a good way to lose weight? You're losing weight rapidly on a carnivore diet, not because you're eating meat all day, but because you've eliminated all the carbohydrates. It puts you into a state of nutritional ketosis, which isn't necessarily a bad thing at all. Actually, nutritional ketosis can be really good for you. I love being in a state of mild nutritional ketosis through intermittent fasting. I fast every day until 1 p.m. and I'm sure that I'm in low-level nutritional ketosis during my fast. But just like steady blood sugar levels, your weight is just one part of your health. Just because a diet helps you lose weight really quickly doesn't mean it's necessarily good for you. I could eat cabbage soup all day, every day, and that's it, and lose a lot of weight. And I think we could all agree that there's probably some things missing from my weight loss plan. We don't look at someone who's struggling with an eating disorder and say, hey, you lost weight, congratulations, that must be a healthy way of managing your health. No, I don't want to eat an all meat and fish diet. No, I don't agree with it. Yes, I have tried versions of something pretty close to it, but I was still eating salads and a lot of vegetables. And even that, I eventually realized was too extreme, unnecessary, and actually not great for my overall health. And that is why I don't eat a carnivore diet to manage my diabetes.